they're not going to win league titles. Alexander Isak told he is bigger and better than Arsenal as Paul Scholes names the 3 clubs Newcastle striker should be looking to join. Paul Scholes has claimed Alexander Isak is bigger and better than Arsenal and named 3 clubs that the Newcastle striker should be looking to join. What happened? Since joining Newcastle, Isak has developed into one of the most potent strikers in English football. His impressive performances this season, which have seen him score 17 Premier League goals, have made him a sought-after player in the transfer market. The bigger picture: Arsenal in particular have been monitoring the 24-year-old for some time as they seek to bolster their attacking options. The Gunners explored the possibility of signing a striker in January, but Newcastle's £100 million $127 million valuation of Isak made a deal financially unfeasible. What Isak said, speaking on The Overlap, brought to you by Skybet. Sholes downplayed Arsenal's chances of landing Isak, arguing that the striker should set his sights on a club with bigger ambitions. Everyone loves him, but I don't see a possibility of him going to Arsenal, the Manchester United legend said. He needs to go bigger and better. We're talking about Real Madrid here. Liverpool need a centre-forward. I think Arsenal would be an option, but I think they would be down the list of options. I don't mean that in a bad way, but he's at Newcastle. A really good team, a brilliant team, but they're not going to win league titles. That's the next stage of his career. I think it would be a risk to go to Arsenal and do the same thing. Liverpool have got a much better chance, Man City and Real Madrid the same. I think his sights should be higher than Arsenal. He is a player Man United would be looking at. But in the position we're in now, it's not going to happen. Alexander Isak, Arsenal, and why Paul Scholes got it so wrong. Maybe Paul Scholes is still jealous that his Man OTD teams back in the day could never achieve what Arsene Wenger's Gunners could. Maybe it's the Invincibles that still stick in his throat more than 20 years on. Either way, we did not need the former England midfielder to insert himself into Arsenal's business with the disrespect we've seen in the past couple of days. Scholes, for some reason we cannot quite work out, believes that Newcastle OTD striker Alexander Isak is too good to join the Gunners this summer. Just give me a second as I break for a low L before moving on. Read more. Arsenal tipped to rekindle interest in star Liverpool forward. The Swede has been heavily linked with a move to the Emirates over the past 12 months, and we are told he is one of Mikel Arteta's dream targets for the upcoming summer transfer window. Absolutely to be expected for a team currently sitting in second in the Premier League standings and with title expectations on Arteta and co. According to those standings, there is only one team better in England right now than Arteta's Gunners, and that would be Liverpool. Arsenal also have the history, the fan base, the spending power and the location to be the biggest pretty soon. What Scholes said about Isak to Arsenal. His laughable comments came on the latest Overlap fan debate. He was insistent that Isak should aim higher than a move to Arsenal. Again, just let me take a second to compose myself for a chuckle and a shake of the head while we share those comments in full. Everyone loves him, Isak, but I don't see a possibility of him going to Arsenal. He needs to go bigger and better. We're talking about Real Madrid here. Liverpool need a centre-forward. I think Arsenal would be an option, but I think they would be down the list of options. I don't mean that in a bad way, but he's at Newcastle. A really good team, a brilliant team, but they're not going to win league titles. That's the next stage of his career. Read more. Top transfer target says yes to Arteta. It's happening. I think it would be a risk to go to Arsenal and do the same thing. Liverpool have got a much better chance. Man City and Real Madrid the same. I think his sights should be higher than Arsenal. He is a player Man UTD would be looking at. But in the position we're in now, it's not going to happen. I agree he takes Arsenal to another level. He would be brilliant, and he could possibly get you over the line. But I just think there's bigger and better in him. Why Paul Scholes was wrong about Isak and Arsenal. Okay, so let's deconstruct that hilarious take, bit by bit. Why would it be a risk to join Arsenal? We've already outlined the reasons that it would be a good move. A team perennially challenging for titles. Why would Liverpool have a much better chance after this season? Their 3 best players, Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold, are all out of contract this summer. A move to Anfield is clearly not a better chance. Man City are in freefall. They are not winning the title this year, and frankly it doesn't look good for next season. Plus the charges, which City deny, and Pep Guardiola's future. How exactly is that a better chance? Real Madrid, okay, maybe, just maybe, we'll give Scholes that one. Winning La Liga these days against a Barcelona side beset by financial difficulty is a walk in the park. And they are accomplished at capturing Champions League success too. But let's face it, Madrid don't need Isak. They already have Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. He doesn't get in the team. So when you pick apart Scholes' argument, you find out there really isn't one. If Isak wants to go to a team that is ready to win, with the future assured, money to spend and a title culture arguably already in place, Arsenal wins hands down. The only thing we'll give you, Paul, you did admit that Isak to your own Man UTD would be a laugher, and indeed it would. As for the rest, we don't get the jealousy and the disrespect. Why? Still not over 2004 and all the times Wenger, Vieira and co bossed you around the park. Our advice is simple. Worry about your own club instead of throwing out hilariously bad takes about ours. The end. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.